Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and thought, wow, they really get me? You're not imagining it. Your dog doesn't just know when you're sad or happy, they feel it, they respond to it. They might even understand you better than you understand yourself. Let's embark on a heartwarming journey into the extraordinary ways dogs understand us humans, through our body language, our voices, our emotions, and even our history together. Dogs are masters of non-verbal communication. Long before we even say a word, our dogs are already picking up cues from how we move, how we stand, and the look on our faces. Imagine this. You come home after a long, tiring day. You don't say a word. You drop your bag on the floor, slump onto the couch, and sigh. Before you even have time to process your own mood, your dog pads over quietly, rests their head on your lap, and looks up at you with soft, understanding eyes. How did they know? They read your body language. Dogs are experts at interpreting the subtle details we humans often miss. The tension in your shoulders, the frown on your face, the pace of your walk. Every detail sends a message. Studies show that dogs can differentiate between happy and angry human facial expressions. Yes, your dog knows when you smile, and often they'll respond in kind with a wagging tail, a little bounce, or excited barking. To them, body language isn't just a signal, it's a conversation, and they're fluent. Who's a good boy? Say that in a cheerful, high-pitched tone and your dog's whole body starts wagging. But say it in a flat or stern voice and they'll likely pause and look at you confused or even concerned. Why? Because dogs are experts at hearing more than just words. They tune into tone and pitch, two vital elements of how humans express emotion. In fact, research from Eötvös-Loránd University in Hungary using MRI scans found that dogs process sound in a remarkably similar way to humans. They use one part of the brain to decode words and another to analyze tone. So when you say walk or treat, it's not just the word that gets their tail going, it's how you say it. Ever wondered why your dog tilts their head when you speak? That adorable gesture might just be their way of concentrating, trying to match your tone to your intent. They listen not only with their ears, but with their heart. Here's something magical. Dogs don't just hear or see your emotions, they feel them. When you're upset, your dog might become quieter, stick closer to your side, or nuzzle you with concern. And when you're thrilled, celebrating, dancing, or laughing, they often mirror that excitement with zoomies and playful barks. How is that possible? Dogs have evolved with an uncanny ability to tune into human emotions. They detect hormonal changes in your body, such as increased cortisol when you're stressed or oxytocin when you're happy. And thanks to their powerful noses, they can even smell these shifts. That's right, your dog can literally smell your feelings. This is one of the reasons dogs are used as emotional support animals and therapy companions. They instinctively react to changes in mood, often without any training. One heartwarming example is Daisy, a golden retriever who was trained as a PTSD support dog for veterans. Her owner, a former soldier, reported that Daisy would press her body against him or gently nudge him with her nose during moments of panic or dissociation without a single command. She simply knew. Our emotions speak louder than words, and dogs have always been listening. The connection we share with dogs didn't just happen overnight. It's the result of a powerful co-evolutionary journey that began over 15,000 years ago. Back then, early humans and wolves formed an unlikely alliance. The wolves that were less fearful and more willing to live near humans were fed scraps in exchange for alerting humans to danger or helping with hunting. Over generations, these wolves evolved into the domesticated dogs we know and love today. Selective breeding played a huge role too. Humans bred dogs for companionship, protection, herding, and more. Over time, dogs developed unique traits that made them particularly adept at understanding human cues. Breeds like golden retrievers, border collies, and Labrador retrievers are especially known for their emotional sensitivity and desire to please. But even mixed breeds and rescues often show incredible intuition. Dogs that could best interpret human needs, whether it was reading body language or responding to vocal commands, were the ones that thrived. In other words, we didn't just train dogs to understand us, we evolved together to communicate. That bond is etched into their DNA, and ours too. If body language and emotion form the natural foundation of communication, training is the bridge that builds shared understanding. Every time you teach your dog a command, you're not just instructing, you're opening a door to deeper trust. Positive reinforcement, rewarding good behavior with treats, praise, or play, is the most effective method. Why? Because it strengthens the emotional connection between you and your dog. They learn that listening to you brings joy and love. But here's the amazing part. Dogs don't just learn to sit or stay, they learn you. They pick up on the exact way you say, "come." They notice your hand motions, the way you raise your eyebrows when you're about to ask for a trick, even the sound of your footsteps when it's time for dinner. Training helps dogs learn commands, yes, but more importantly, it sharpens their perception of you as an individual. This shared language becomes a bond stronger than words. It says, "I understand you, and you understand me." Want to see the magic of dog-human understanding in action? Just watch a dog interact with a child. Children, especially toddlers, often communicate with inconsistent language and exaggerated emotions. And yet, dogs seem to just get them. Many family dogs become protective, gentle, and deeply affectionate with young children. They patiently tolerate clumsy hugs, share toys, and even stand guard during nap time. This connection isn't taught, it's instinctual. In fact, research shows that children who grow up with dogs often develop higher emotional intelligence, better empathy, and a stronger sense of responsibility. It's almost as if dogs help us raise our kids, not by talking, but by loving, sensing, and understanding. You've probably experienced this. Your dog looks into your eyes for a long moment, and you feel something deep, something warm, almost like love. That's not just your imagination, it's oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Studies have shown that when humans and dogs gaze into each other's eyes, both release oxytocin. It's the same hormone that strengthens bonds between mothers and babies. In fact, dogs are one of the few non-human species known to seek eye contact with humans. This behavior likely developed during domestication because dogs that made eye contact were more likely to receive care, food, and affection. Today, that gaze is a universal language of love. Dogs are also highly observant creatures of habit. They quickly learn your daily routines, when you wake up, when you grab your keys, when dinner is served. Have you ever noticed your dog waiting by the door just before you come home, or pacing around when it's time for a walk? They don't wear watches, they read you. Some studies even suggest that dogs might perceive time through scent decay. Your scent fades throughout the day, and your dog may learn to associate certain scent levels with your arrival. In essence, they understand your life, the rhythms, the pauses, the rituals, and they build their world around it. Let's take a moment to appreciate some extraordinary real-life examples. Hachiko, the loyal Akita from Japan, waited at a train station for his owner every day, even after his owner passed away. Hachiko waited for 9 years. Capitan, a German shepherd in Argentina, ran away after his owner's death and was found living at the cemetery, guarding his owner's grave, for over a decade. Maggie, a rescue dog from Texas, once woke her owner up in the middle of the night by barking uncontrollably. Moments later, the smoke detector went off. The house was on fire. Maggie saved the family. These aren't just stories of loyalty, they're stories of deep emotional understanding. So what does all of this mean? It means that dogs aren't just man's best friend. They're emotional mirrors, observers, healers, teachers. They understand not just the surface of who we are, but the heart of us. And they ask for so little in return. A kind word, a gentle hand, a little time. So the next time your dog lays their head on your knee, or rushes to you with joy when you come home, or curls up quietly beside you when you're hurting, know this: they're not just being a good dog. They're understanding you in the most beautiful, silent way possible. In closing, how dogs understand us. To wrap it all up, here's the truth. Dogs understand humans through a beautiful mix of body language, vocal tones, emotional perception, evolutionary intuition, and loving training. This ability isn't just biological, it's emotional, it's spiritual. Dogs are not just watching and listening to us, they're loving us, learning us, and walking alongside us through every chapter of our lives. So next time your dog looks at you like they know what you're thinking, they probably do, because they always have.